Welcome to the Devonport Naval Heritage Centre YouTube channel. This video is a review of the special and outreach events attended by the volunteers from the Heritage Centre during the course of the year. So far in 2025 we have had a very successful year. By the time of making this video, in late August 2025, our visitor numbers have already exceeded those for the whole of 2024. Our activities this year have included a number of firsts for the volunteers. The first event occurred early in the year, ahead of our normal opening season. On March the 1st, we opened the Heritage Centre for an evening in conjunction with the Devonport Dazzle event, forming part of the Devonport 200 celebrations. This was our first evening opening and we welcomed over 80 visitors. On the 25th of March, we had a visit from the Lord Mayor of Plymouth. She took time to explore the museum and talk to the volunteers on site. During the year, we had several special open days for different groups and societies, including on April the 15th, a visit from a local church group. Later in July, we hosted a reunion for the Manadon Royal Naval Engineering College, HMS Thunderer. At this event, we also welcomed members of Commander Charles Crichton's family. Commander Crichton was instrumental in turning a collection of artefacts held in a warehouse into the Heritage Centre we see today. On the first open day of the year, the Heritage Centre welcomed Frank and Lynn Mulder of the HMS Gloucester Survivors Association. HMS Gloucester was a Devonport-built town-class light cruiser, and the Survivors Association has generously donated many artefacts to the Heritage Centre, a selection of which are now on display in the Devonport Gallery. The Heritage Centre now holds an extensive collection of material from photographs, letters, diaries and first-hand accounts of life aboard the Fighting G. This rich seam of historical information is enabling research projects and will have a separate video in the future to help preserve the memory of this ship and the men who served on her. The first outing for the volunteers was the Devonport Park Families Day. On a fine day, our gazebo was set up near the Sicilian Fountain and bandstand. During the day, we had a steady number of people visit our mobile exhibit. The weather was kind and this event provided a useful rehearsal for the season ahead. Not far from us was the Doris Gun Memorial, a 1-pounder pom-pom gun on a plinth as a memorial to the 14 sailors of the Devonport-based ship HMS Doris, who died during the Second Boer War. Watch out for a future video on HMS Doris and the Doris Gun Memorial in Devonport Park. The following week was our busiest single-day event of the year, Plymouth Armed Forces Day. We had our usual spot in the Forces Village close to Plymouth's most famous landmark, Smeaton's Tower on Plymouth Hoe. The day started overcast and drizzling, but as the weather improved, so did the number of visitors who came to our exhibit, including both the Lord Mayor and the Deputy Lord Mayor, both of whom tried on our 1920s diver's helmet. Our diver's helmet always generates a lot of interest, with a surprising number of people who tell us about family members who were naval or commercial divers. The next scheduled event was to have been the Stoke Village Fun Day, but a severe weather warning resulted in the cancellation of all outdoor activities. Our first two-day event was the Devonport Dockyard Open Day at the end of July, with volunteers manning our exhibits in the charities enclosure near the arena. Both days provided very successful and hot. The Thursday was for families of dockyard employees and the military, with ticketed admission for the general public on Friday. The highest attendance was on Thursday, keeping our volunteers busy throughout the day. On Friday, one of the Heritage Centre volunteers was interviewed, resulting in a 10-minute broadcast over the speakers around the site, and multiple plugs for the Heritage Centre during the rest of the day. By mid-afternoon, we had run out of flyers to hand out. Our involvement in this event was considered a great success. The day's events closed with a Royal Marine Band in the arena, always a spectacular sight and sound. Our outreach season's finale was another two-day event, our first attendance at the RAF Harrier 1940s weekend. Although it was a sunny couple of days, a stiff breeze kept us on our toes trying to prevent our display boards from blowing away. Leaving the gazebo securely lashed down, in the best naval tradition, on Saturday evening, we returned on Sunday morning to set up ready for another busy day. The Harrowby 1940s weekend is a large event that has continued to grow each year, with historic military vehicles, classic cars and a working Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. RAF Harrowby was a Second World War airfield with fighter aircraft and air-sea rescue seaplanes. We were there highlighting the maritime history of Plymouth and representing the senior service. Both days were busy, and in common with all the events this year, we've had a lot of positive interaction with the wider community. For more information on the Heritage Centre, our activities and any outreach events, please visit our Facebook page and our website. Please subscribe to the channel to get updates when new videos are released.